This meditation is called Away on the Clouds. Sometimes we have thoughts that come into our head and we struggle to get them out. In this meditation, we're going to practice unhooking from those thoughts and sending them away without judging them whatsoever. It is really important to remember when we are meditating that at any time, if our thoughts become overwhelming, we can return our concentration to the breath, or also we could return our concentration to the feet, which will be placed firmly on the floor. Or if necessary, we can remove ourselves from the meditation completely. And so making sure you're sitting with an upright posture and that your feet are firmly placed on the floor, and closing your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. Otherwise, just soften your gaze in the floor in front of you. And let's begin by taking 3 purposefully deep breaths in and out. And as we do so, we're just going to try to focus on the chest area, rising and falling as we inhale and exhale. And once we've finished taking the 3 deep breaths, we're going to return our breath to normal, not changing it in any way, and we're going to focus on where the breath can be felt the most in the body. We're going to notice the sensations the breath is bringing for us. Often, when we take a few really deep breaths, we start to feel a sense of relaxation, of letting go of tension. But also when we stop and take notice of our body or our breath, this can be a good time for our minds to wander. Minds are designed to wander, but sometimes we still get frustrated when we find our mind wandering. We shouldn't get frustrated with our mind at all. It doesn't mean we are not practicing mindfulness if our mind is wandering. Actually, when our mind wanders, we can use this as an opportunity to notice where the mind has gone and to not engage with the thought, but just to observe the thought until it starts to fade again. Just noticing the lack of permanency any thought has, and to know that thoughts are not real. Now let's begin to work with our thoughts. Let's imagine now that we're sat on a bench outside. We're in the middle of a wide open field, and there isn't a soul in sight. The sun is shining just enough to feel comfortable in temperature, and there's a gentle breeze which feels pleasant to the skin. The surroundings are beautiful. The green grass is lush. Flowers poke their heads out of the ground with their lovely colours. And there are trees in the distance which stand strong. And as we look up, above us, the vast, infinite blue sky. In the blue sky there are perfectly formed white clouds, gently moving through the sky until they are out of sight. We're just going to sit and appreciate, take in our surroundings just for a moment. And whilst we bring quiet to our lives and imagine our surroundings, you may find that we notice our busy mind wandering and working hard. when we notice a thought, we're now going to practice letting go of those thoughts and bringing our mind's eye back to the beautiful, imagined surroundings. So the next time you notice your mind has wandered onto a thought, let's acknowledge that thought, perhaps even label it, and then imagine being able to pop it onto one of the clouds above, and then sit and watch it gently move out of sight. The cloud has gone now, so we can go back to being in our beautiful surroundings again, spending time with the beautiful surroundings that we see ourselves in. Just noticing the lush green grass, noticing the warmth that the sun is bringing, noticing the peace around us. Just noticing how colourful and wonderful this world really is, how beautiful the surroundings are. And again, when another thought enters our mind, we can pop that on another cloud and watch it float away. And once the thought is out of sight, bringing our mind's eye back to the beautiful surroundings again. Just really taking in the surroundings that your mind has created for you. And the next time we notice our mind has wandered, let's try to be grateful for the opportunity of practicing putting the thoughts onto the clouds, a chance to practice more mindfulness. We don't want to go looking for thoughts. We want to bring our mind's eye to this beautiful surroundings. But when thoughts appear, this is when we can use the clouds to pop the thoughts on and watch our thoughts disappear. So let's continue to notice the beauty of where we are, somewhere that our mind's eye has put us. All the beauty that's surrounding us, every detail of it. And I'm going to leave you here for a few more minutes now, just to continue bringing your attention to where you are and the beauty of your surroundings, and to practice putting thoughts that appear onto the clouds and just watching them, slowly moving through the sky until they disappear, not engaging with them thoughts in any way, just watching and observing them. And so we've spent a little while in this special place now. I think it's probably time for us to leave and to start to end the practice. But before we do, let's just take one last moment just to notice the beauty of the surroundings that we find ourselves in, the beauty that our mind's eye has created for us. And now bringing our focus back to the breath and noticing the gentle rise and fall of the chest area as we notice the breath, and allowing ourselves to feel grounded in the chair, noticing our sitting bones placed in the chair and our feet placed firmly on the ground, and bringing the eyes carefully open as we gently finish the practice.